This is a little neck tension release practice. So come to a nice upright position and try to get your head to be on top of your spine. So quite often people's heads are forward without them realizing. So if you bring your elbows right underneath your shoulders, that will get your shoulders on top of your elbows, which brings the shoulder blades back to the back of the body. So sit nice and tall, take an inhale. And then I'd like you to exhale. Bring your ear towards your shoulder. Bring your head back up. Go slow here. And then exhale, ear towards other shoulder. Bringing yourself back up. What I notice with my students is that they will try so hard to get the ear to the shoulder, they'll turn their chin down or try to lift the shoulder up. I'd like you to get lateral flexion in the cervical spine here. The 7 bones that are in the neck. I'd like you to open up the side of the neck. A lot of nerves come off of the neck that go down to the fingers, to the hands. And this can help to open up a little space, stretch the muscles of the neck. This lateral movement is not something that we do very often in our day-to-day movements. Bringing yourself back up to center. Let's take your hand out to the side. Doesn't matter which hand it is, but what I'd like you to notice is do not elevate the shoulder, so let the shoulder move down. Flexing the wrist, so this is flexion of your wrist joint. When you take your wrist like this, you flex it. So keep your shoulder down, move your arm to the side, and then move your arm a little behind you. And then you're going to laterally flex your neck in the opposite direction. So you're moving your head to the opposite direction, which is doing the opposite lateral movement in that cervical spine. Let your hand go back. Feel a stretch somewhere here. You might even feel that down in the wrist or the forearm. Take an inhale and an exhale, and then one more, bringing your head back up to a neutral position. Go ahead and take that arm down. Let's do the same thing in the other side. Bringing the arm out to the side and then flexing that wrist joint. My palm is facing away from me. Lowering that shoulder, moving the hand back. I'd like there to be not either no bend in the elbow or slight, and then laterally flexing your head in the other direction. Feel that lengthening coming into the neck, maybe the upper back. Keep that shoulder down. Make sure you're not elevating that shoulder, so keep that shoulder down, moving that arm away from you, creating space here as you open up the side of the vertebra, the cervical spine. Take one more breath, and then bring yourself back up to center, come back to center. Let's take our wrists, move our wrists around. Many of you may have noticed you felt some tension or something sensation here. As you flex your wrist, you're stretching the tissue that the nerves travel through. So the nerves come off the brain, down the cervical spine, through some of the musculature and the skeleton here down to the arm. So you were lengthening the pathway that the nerves travel from the brain all the way to the fingers. And so that's stretching the tissue that the nerves travel through and all the other stuff. This can bring a little relief into the hands that get tight or tension, and the neck area that gets tense from sitting and depending on where your head is. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that gives you a little relief in your neck and maybe in your fingers and your arms.